It makes me want to have a bowl. Not as much money that is on the table in the next headline fee, which is, and I don't have it ready. Boo to you, Martin. Come on, you sausage. But it is New Mexico is proposing the doubling of their cannabis plants for cultivators. So cannabis has been illegal now in New Mexico for, I believe, a couple of months now. But they're still trying to put in place the policies for the regulation of it. So there's been chopping and changing, but the previous number that the cultivators were allowed would have seen them be allowed to produce up to 4,500 plants at one time. But now their regulators are actually saying, you know, that's not actually going to be enough for the producers to meet the demand that's there. So the New Mexican policymakers are saying that the demand for cannabis is going to be very, very high. Pun intended there, guys. But yeah, you know, they're increasing it from 4,500 up to almost 10,000 plants. That's a massive increase in number of plants, and a tremendous amount of money there as well for the state to be generating, because in the plants or in the facilities that have up to 10,000 plants, the producers have to pay $10 per plant. So, and on top of the $2,500 operational fee, that's an annual payment. So these facilities could be producing 10,000 plants at any one time. So let's say that they are producing 10,000 plants every 3 months. Let's say that's their cycle. That's 40,000 plants every year. At $10 a plant, that's $400,000 coming from each of these individual producers that are producing up to 10,000 plants. That's not including the money that's going to be made on the sale of it then once it goes out to the market. It's the newly released 2021 Cannabis Business Fact Book. It projects that a recreational cannabis market in New Mexico will generate 150 million in sales in the first full year, and 425 million in sales annually by the fourth year. So they're serious projections to be made, and we've to really look at what we're doing here in Ireland in comparison to that. So apologies for not having that headline ready there for you, but that is that the New Mexican policymakers are more than doubling the amount of cannabis plants that producers are allowed to produce at any one time, because the demand they predict is going to be so high that 4,500 plants per producer is not going to be enough. So there you go, like, this is the kind of policy making that I like to see, you know. I don't see why they should be restricting producers. Like, I don't hear of any restrictions on the boys down in the Heineken brewery here in Cork City, you know, in terms of the amount of pints. Like, imagine our government come out and said that, like, you know, to the Guinness old warehouse above there in Dublin, even though most of it's actually produced in South Africa now, or South Africa, I think they do a lot of production in now. But imagine if they said, come here lads, look, you're only allowed 10,000 pints every month or something like that. Like, you know, the boys would be up in arms. There'd be fucking war, do you know? But still, for us as the cannabis community, we're delighted with this. Like, 10,000 plants, yes. That's happy fucking days, like, so bring it on. It makes me want to have a bowl.